Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So, we're about to clone my internal terabyte drive to a 240 gig Crucial SSD. Got to get rid of the mechanical stuff. So I'm using a program called Mini Tool Partition Wizard. It's a free download, and I'll leave the link in the video description below. This is a little bit different interface than the video I saw, but the big deal here is once you get the program installed and fired up, you want to migrate your OS, because what we're doing is we're taking the entire contents of the hard drive, operating system, licensing and all, and we're going to dump that into an SSD drive. So our top selection here is I would like to replace my system disk with another disk. So we're going to rip out the drive and replace. The other option will only copy the operating system. It will not copy any of your programs, data, or any of that. So we want number A. The OS will migrate to the specified destination disk. The content on the destination disk will be deleted. Okay, so we've got this. Boom. Okay, so we say next. All data will be destroyed. Yes. And then, of course, our next one, fit partitions to entire disk. Yes. So we're going to hit next. To boot from the new disk, please configure BIOS setting. Now, because you're replacing your hard drive physically as the C drive, you likely won't have to worry about this. It should just auto-detect it like it does with your built-in one already. So we're going to hit finish. And then we want to hit apply. Now it's going to tell us applying pending changes. We strongly recommend you close all other applications before you apply pending changes. Okay, so sure. Let's close this message out. No, we can't. Okay, so yep. So now it's going to go and it's going to do this. This is going to take about, depending on how big your drive is, it's going to take a little bit to do that. So we will let the video run. If anything, I'll probably speed up this process, you know, a little segment of it, and we can speed it up. Our next step after this, of course, is to disassemble the laptop. Now this is the Lenovo IdeaPad 330, so every laptop comes apart differently. So you're going to see how the IdeaPad comes apart. So if you have a Lenovo IdeaPad 300 series, then okay, so operation copy partition cannot be completed because drive C is being used now. Please choose one of the following options. Restart your PC and Mini Tool Partition Wizard will automatically finish the rest of the jobs. B, close the programs and click the retry, or C, cancel. So we want to restart now is what we want to do. So we're going to hit restart now, and it'll finish off its job and continue on. So anyways, as I was saying, this video is totally toward the installation process on the Lenovo IdeaPad 330. However, this cloning process is going to be for any Windows computer. Now, I do have Carbon Copy Cloner on my Mac, and I was kind of hoping it would do PC, and then I could just do it like in 17 minutes flat, boom, boom, done, slam, go. But apparently Carbon Copy Cloner for the Mac will not do Windows partitioning for that. So even if you have Boot Camp, they suggest don't try doing the Boot Camp backup system. It can crash the program or something, I don't know, but anyway, so Carbon Copy Cloner is Mac-only program. So this is one of the alternatives, and it's the best alternative program I've actually found so far for cloning, where you don't have to screw around later with opening up the rest of the partition of your drive. So I thought, well, that's kind of cool, because we'd all like it easier, and it's a free version as well. Now you can buy the program, and I guess there's other features and other stuff it does. But to do exactly what we need to do here, which is to clone the entire drive with all of our Windows license and all that other jazz, well, that's what this is going to be for. So our new partition size is going to end up being the full drive. It shows down here, 227993 megabyte. So 200 and 30 gig out of the 240. Anyways, letter drive source is C, source index 1, destination partition index 4, destination disk index 2, new drive partition letter, it doesn't know yet. So, but once this is all said and done, then we're going to disconnect the drive, take the computer apart, and swap it out. So, this is only 25% done. So, at this point, you know, I'm going to stop the video. This way we don't have to fast forward things. And once it's about, we'll say 97%, then I guess I can turn the video back on at that point. We'll let it finish from this spot and on. So, instant for you. Okay guys, so we're at 98%. And we're just waiting for the last 2% to complete and see what happens next. So far it's taken 21.5 minutes to do this process, so depending on the size of the SSD, depends on how long it's going to take. Updating system, restarting computer. If your computer does not restart in 60 seconds, please restart your computer manually. Yeah, that's called a hard shutdown. So what drive is it going to boot from? Good question. I can't tell if it's booting from the internal or... Well, the external one's not flashing, so it should be the internal that it's booting from. Oh, it's doing something with the external one. Please wait. I'll try. Okay, this is where I gotta type in my password, so don't go away. And you're back. So now we're just waiting for it to finish loading here. Okay, and we're booted. Well, pretty much. The slow process of booting up. Okay, so let's see what we got going on here. 166 gig free. Recovery E, local disk F. Okay, so these are all the different partitions that are making up stuff. So, $302 meg free, 328. Yeah. My emulator. Now, if this did its job right, we should be able to just do a shutdown. Because I want to do a proper shutdown. And then I'm going to unplug the drive and I'm going to reboot the computer without the drive attached. Come on. Fire it back up. So you will need either an external SSD drive case, or they have cables that just have the plug thing on them. I have a case because it was easier to get that at the Best Buy at the time. Okay, again, my password. And look at that, you're back again. Okay, so let's see. Get the beach ball to stop spinning here. Come on. Let me see my contents. There's PC. Yep, just look with just C. Alright, so next stage is going to be time to take the computer apart. So I'm going to shut this thing down. There's about 13 or 14 screws that come out of the back of this thing. So we're going to need to get rid of that. This can get unplugged. Come on. Alright. So now we got to make sure we get the right size screwdriver here. Oh, look at that, we do. Same screwdriver that came with one of my kits. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, oh, 15 in here. This screw here is all that holds the CD-ROM in, apparently. So we're going to pull it out. This is where it would be handy to have a magnet. Yep, that's it. One screw holds the whole ROM in. So you're going to need like these tools that you get in kits and stuff. You could pry it if you had a really thin piece of plastic, like a guitar pick, or if you've done your iPhone lately, you could use one of these as well to get that CD-ROM out with. And you're going to need one anyways to pry the case apart after. So I'm going to go off camera, pull all these screws out, and then we'll come back and pop our lid. Okay guys, so we're back. So you're going to need something really thin to get in between the bottom cover and the top here. So I've got this tool that came with my iMac kit, and I'm just going to slide that in there like so. And then I guess we can use the pick here. Maybe get that spread open a bit. Oops. Oh, that makes life easier. Be very careful around the CD player here where there's these little clips. They can kind of freak you out a little bit when they pop. Okay. And voila. That's it. So, we've got our battery in here. it looks like one RAM slot. Yeah, so we got some built-on RAM plus one RAM slot. This thing's got 12 gigs in it, and this is an 8, so there's 4 gigs on board and an 8 gig chip. So just slide that back in there. Alright, so next step is to get this SSD out. Where did the flashlight go? There it is. It's hard to see when you got poor lighting here. That should have just popped right up. Looks like they've got some kind of adhesive on this. Okay, we shall be right back. Okay guys, we got it. I had to actually go check a video on YouTube. I haven't done this laptop before, but there's a couple different versions of the Lenovos. One will have a screw here and a screw back here. This one's a clip system. I didn't want to force anything, and you don't want to, especially if you've never gotten into one of these before. But once you pop the clip, then you can get the drive out. Real carefully, just pull. Don't yank up too hard because you've got the other the main bracket there. So now we've got to take this out of here. Holding this on. Oh, there we go. Alright, so there's some little pins here that have to pop. So that goes in there. Line the pins up. Now that's in. And we can slide our new drive in. You gotta get this clip to pop back into place as well. And like so. There, now we're locked in. So, next step. Oh, I think we're gonna clean this up a little bit real quick. Been a bit of dust in this thing. You can just take a toothbrush to these screens, blow that out, and let's see if we can clean this fan up a little bit while we're in here too. You want to be very gentle on the fan, and you'll notice that the blade kind of goes around this way, so you want to turn it counterclockwise. And the idea is to just lightly have the toothbrush touching the fan blade, because you don't want to bugger any of these blades up or it'll throw the fan right off balance and it'll get real noisy. That's pretty clean. That came out not too bad actually. A little bit left here. You're not going to get it all. But get a lot of that junk out of there. It would really go a long ways to making things function better. You should actually use canned air for doing this. So just be careful if you are going to blow in it like I just did. Okay, so next thing we got to do is pop our cover back on. Just go along and just squeeze everything in, including your corners. Don't forget your corners. Very important those corners pop back into the right spot. Wow, we did knock a lot of dust right out into the screen. Okay. Looks like we got her all. Those are all clipped back in. It's all good. Alright, so CD-ROM. Now that's going to be our first screw to go back in. It's got to be a different length. Shouldn't have been. shouldn't have been a different length. Oh, looks like they're all the same length. Got to push down on it. If it goes in and just keeps turning, just push down a little bit. That sets her right in. So I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to put all these screws back in. And then we're going to boot the computer up and see if everything's a go. So instant for you. Alright guys, moment of truth. Let me just grab my mouse here. I've actually disabled my trackpad on my Lenovo because, yeah, they put the trackpad in the wrong spot and it's just a real pain. So I'll fire it up right off the battery. And put the charger in. It's nice not hearing any noise. Oh, that's pretty quick. Again, my password. Okay, so we're up. I wonder if I'm going to have to redo the password for my internet router. Apparently not. Woohoo! Nice! Okay. Yeah. Remind me later. Item name is not allowed in... Whatever, I don't care. To heck with the cloud. I don't like the cloud anyway. Alright, so... let's check out our drive. This PC. So it looks like it's split it into 3 sections. 166 gig free out of 222 gig for local disk C. We got a recovery E drive of 197 megabytes free out of 594 megs. We have a local disk F 302 meg free out of 328. I wonder if we can partition that into one. It should have gone into just one chunk. That's what I would have thought. Partition recovery. Oh, well, ain't that nice. Please note, Mini Tool Partition Wizard Free cannot save the searched partitions to save the lost partitions. You need to upgrade to Pro Edition. Click Next. I just need this as one main partition. On this page you can choose a disk you like to recover. Well, how about this one? Scanning the entire disk. Let's check. Well, let's do a quick scan first. Well, Data recovery, partition recovery. Well, you can't drag and drop anything. See, this is not what I wanted. I wanted one partition. And it gave me 3. Scanning progress. This is going to take a little bit. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to recover the space that they're using for other stuff. That or it's invisibles that are showing. So I'm going to let this scan. I'll come back and let you know what happened. So instant for you as usual. Don't go away. Okay guys, so I ran the scanner and everything I guess is fine. I also went back while it was scanning and we checked the video that I saw where the guy actually did it with this cloning tool, and his drive came out the exact same way. He got a local disk C, E, and well, he had a G, I guess, or something, because I guess he didn't have a CD-ROM or something, I don't know. But I've got local disk C, which is my main drive. My recovery drive is E, and I got a local disk F, which is like small. It's like 302 meg free out of 328 megabytes. So it says you don't currently have permission to access this folder, so cancel. Recovery E, it's actually empty, so there's probably just hidden files. Of course, C you can get into, and C's got everything. All my programs are intact, so we're okay there. So just to double check our programs, let's fire up Far Cry for a second. And I'm actually kind of curious how much faster it'll boot now that we got an SSD in here. I'm not expecting a miracle or anything, but at least we no longer have a mechanical drive. That's actually pretty quick there. Load checkpoint. Well, let's go to the fort. Let's go to here. This is the first time booting off of this drive, so it might be a little slower, but oh, it's starting to clip along. That's not bad. So it is quicker. Looks pretty good. Graphics look nice. Of course, I'm running full of graphics on this too, so. Okay, so looks like everything is just fine. Yes, I want to quit. So, if you want to clone your drive, Mini Tool Partition Free is the name of the program. The link will be in the video description below. If you want to grab it, be aware that if you started out with just a C drive all by itself and no other partitions from your drive, you will more than likely encounter this same thing where you will now see what is normally hidden partitions. You will now physically see them. So these are not dump drives, and of course you won't have permission to F. Local disk C, of course, is going to be your main installation drive, and then whatever external drive. So let's plug in our now mechanical external terabyte drive, and let's see if it pops up here. So I want this PC, and it is now called G. 866 gig free out of 930 gig. Time to say bye-bye. Defaults. Quick format. The drive is in use. Another program or process is using this drive. You want to format it anyway. Yeah. Yep. So we are now formatted. And we'll run it again just for giggles. Now it's normal. That's cool. Nice. And we're out. Okay, so now I'm going to reformat that for Mac. My 240 gig hard drive was actually set aside for my backup clone of my Mac computer. But I figured since I'm going NVMe anyways, as a big drive in my new tower, I'll have the 120 gig SSD. And like I said, I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. However, this 1 terabyte drive will be my emergency clone drive for my Mac until I pick up the NVMe drive for my PC tower. So at least this way, either way, I've still got an emergency backup for reloading my Mac, and on that I used Carbon Copy Cloner, which actually works perfect for the Mac, but unfortunately they do not make that program for Windows computers, and it would be nice if they did come out with a Windows version, because that program is so simple and easy to use. It is just crazy. I actually quite enjoy that program. Anyways, so that's it. That's what we got. We are done. My computer is now set up to do whatever it needs to do. So the next thing I want to do is I want to get rid of all this junk that got installed with Minitool, because I don't need Minitool on here now. It's no use to me. So I'm just going to go into here, Programs and Features, and we're going to uninstall this. And everything else that has to do with it as well. Okay, gotta wait till it's finished doing its thing. That'll take a few minutes. And what's this want from me? Oh, something to do with the internet. Probably because I'm uninstalling it. Yep, uninstalled successfully. So that's gone. Now the partition wizard. So you can delete this afterwards. And I've already got the installer on the desktop, so if I ever do need it again, it's there. But otherwise, you can just uninstall this program once you're done with it, and you're good to rock and roll. Anyways, that's all I got for you today, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video. So if you do have a Lenovo ideapad 330, we've shown how to take it apart, change the drive, put an SSD in, and rock and roll. So thanks a lot, and catch you on the next video. Ciao.